Hello, everybody, and welcome to the UKG match preview. Yeah, it's a Thursday as usual. We are going to have our match preview. As you can see, different setup today. The big mic is back. Got a couple of complaints yesterday about audio on TikTok again. But hey, we are here. We are live. And in case you do want to participate in the chat, get involved in the chat section, we will be able to highlight the chat. Today we're going to talk about Tottenham, one of our latest bogey teams in the Premier League. We seem that we can't be able to beat that team off late. Let's see. Do we have some comments already? Interesting. We have a comment already. Let's see. Paul, I see your comment. That one I have to make sure I display. That comment. I don't know why I haven't set up the plugin yet. Let me do so as we're waiting for guys to join online. So it's Thursday. We're going to have, of course, as usual, we're going to have the team news. We're going to look at the predicted squad. We are going to go through the match prediction or score prediction, as well as just getting to discuss overall what do United need to do to win the game. Yesterday we had a very, very good show. Our second episode of the midweek debate, it went long. That tells you that it was a really, really good show. It was a very, very good show, and I enjoyed it. In case you didn't watch it, head over to our YouTube channel. The video is there. You can be able to watch. Let's see now. The chat should be working. One thing I don't like about this plugin, the whole day I've been trying to look for ways to sort this out, just to make sure that it's easy for me to go live instead of when I'm starting the show to be distracted like the way I am right now. It's just a matter of going live and all the comments are coming through. But it's really difficult considering that TikTok cannot be on the main platform. So I have to literally every other time we are starting the live, I have to make sure that the TikTok chats are showing, because on Kick, on YouTube, on Facebook, as well as Twitch, I do get the comments immediately. That's why I need guys on TikTok to cross over to YouTube, because it's much easier for us as well, for you to be able to see the screen, to be able to participate as well. And very soon when we hit 500, we will be giving out some giveaways. Yeah. So Paul, let me just read that comment because it hasn't popped up. So you are saying, good evening, UKG family. Great to see you all. The answer is yes. We can definitely make it 5 EPL wins in a row. Is it not 5? 5 EPL games unbeaten. We drew versus Nottingham. By the way, Simoninski, fix your bio. It reads Eric Ten Hag. Oh, that's not good. Let me just fix it. It's supposed to say Amorim. Why is it saying Eric Ten Hag? That's the issue of using these AI plugins. Because I use a plugin called vidIQ. vidIQ is a very, very good one in case you're a YouTuber as well. So I just post my title there, and then it generates the rest for me. So I think I didn't check. Thanks Paul for that. Thanks Paul for that. I think now it should be okay. I'll edit on Facebook later. United can go 5 unbeaten. Paul, it's not really 5 PL wins because we did draw versus Nottingham. So Mohammed Ishmael is already here. He's saying UKG Let's go. So yeah, continue participating. You see, today I'm trying out another setup, like the graphics. I told you guys I need to keep improving, making sure that things look better and better and better. So I hope this one today is much better than the usual one we have. And you'll see something different, especially when I'm sharing the screens. I hope that also my audio is much better. I've gone back to the old school mic. You can see it here, because I've got last night I got a couple of complaints that the audio was not good, and also I went to review on YouTube. I also went to review on TikTok. Yeah, on TikTok my audio was quite low, so I hope with this one my audio is much better. I'm seeing Parkings has joined and started the likes train on TikTok. Mohammed Ismail, our first chatter of the day in terms of TikTok. But Paul, no one beat Paul today. Also, guys, make sure you share the stream. Make sure you like the stream. Get more people to come on. And we start the show. So, a couple of talking points as usual. So we usually start with the main discussion. Paul has kicked it off by saying United can go 5 EPL wins, that's one, and 5 EPL games unbeaten. Tottenham have been our bogey team. I was looking at the head-to-head record and I didn't like it at all, to be honest. I didn't like the head-to-head record at all, because the last time we beat Tottenham is in 2022. And that's not good enough. That's absolutely not good enough. And I want to see whether I can display that head-to-head record so that we see how bad United have been versus Tottenham. Again, guys, in case you're on TikTok, you can't be able to see the screen quite well. Feel free to jump over to YouTube. You can see a much better screen. I always try to zoom in so that it's legible, but in case you can't see it on TikTok, come over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button as well as watch it. So you look at the last time United won versus Tottenham was in October 2022. That's over 3 years ago. 3 years ago, because we are in November 2025. You look at Mohammed Ismail is here. He's here. I see your comment. Good one. He's on YouTube now. So guys on TikTok, in case you can't see the screen, as well as let's grow the YouTube space. So back to this. United in 2022 beat Tottenham 2-0. That is the 2022-2023 season. Then after that, Tottenham have always had a good game versus United. You look at the Tottenham Stadium, United drew 2-2, lost 2-0. At Old Trafford, drew 2-2. Then from then on, from 2024-25 season, 4 wins in a row. Those are the Premier League home and away. They bundled United out of the EFL Cup as well as won the Europa League final. So Tottenham have been having a very good time versus United. And it's like the Brighton game. Brighton had beaten United 3 games in a row. So it came to a point where United had to win. So this is another game that United have to show up. They simply have to show up, because if we go 5 games unbeaten, then it's number one, a good confidence booster for us, and number 2, we break that duck of Tottenham always beating us. And Mohammed is saying that walitupiga 4 times last season. Yeah, they beat us 4 times last season. Teddy Bryan, good to see you. You're saying this game is a must win for United. I honestly believe this is our chance to win. Yeah. I wouldn't say that I'm confident that United will win, but I'm predicting a win. I don't know whether that makes sense. It's like I'm contradicting myself. I'm not really as confident as I was when we were heading to the Sunderland game or the Brighton game, but this one, it's a bit shaky because Tottenham have a way of stopping United recently, and you look at the way they are playing right now. Yeah, they've been conceding goals, but they are very good in attack. So United must win. I agree with you, Teddy. And hello to you. I think your hello came after the first chat. Yeah. So that is about the game. United simply have to win. We've lost against Tottenham four times. That is 1-0, 1-0, 4-3, 0-3. And then the other one is a 2-2 draw. So at Old Trafford, they've beaten us. And then away, playing as the away team, they've beaten us twice. Right now, the team is far much better compared to the team we had when we last faced them. It's much better. We have Mbumo now, we have Cunha, we have Sheshko, Ahmad is there, Bruno is on the high, Casemiro is on the high. And you look at their team at the moment, they are struggling. They struggled versus Chelsea. They were booed at the end of the game. And it's important to understand that also it's like now their structures are now getting shaky. Because yes, Thomas Frank beat City, but after that they haven't really had good results. You look at the Chelsea game, they were beaten, but at least they beat Copenhagen 4-0 in the Champions League. So just as I'm looking at this, let me just look at the Tottenham results, the recent Premier League results, before we head over to the team news. So you look at the fixtures. Tottenham in the Premier League lost to Chelsea last weekend. The weekend before that, they lost to Newcastle 2-0. They beat Everton 3-0. Then they were beaten by Aston Villa at home 2-1. So they are up and down. Because when they beat West Ham, yes, they won in the Champions League, but they drew in the Premier League. They drew again with Wolves, and remember, Wolves were struggling. They beat Leeds 2-1 away. They were beaten at home by Aston Villa. They beat Everton away, and then since then they've lost the next two matches. So they played on Tuesday with Copenhagen, and they do have some injuries. Now let's go to the team news. We'll start with the United team news, but my point is we simply have to beat Tottenham. Simple as that. We have to beat them. Because if we don't win against Tottenham, it will be a very poor, or let's say detrimental to our confidence. Very detrimental to our confidence. Because if we say that we lost points versus Nottingham, we lost versus Nottingham 2 points, then we lose again to Tottenham, then the crisis mode will be activated immediately. We know that how United fans are whenever results are not going their way. So starting with the unbeaten run, we've mentioned that United have basically not lost the last 4 games. We won 3, we drew 1, and the confidence is high. We are going away. We know that United so far have not been performing well away. And we saw what happened at Nottingham Forest. Other than that, another good away day we had was the Liverpool one. United did turn up against Liverpool, were able to beat them at Anfield, which is not an easy place to go. And it showed some mental strength, going away to Liverpool and actually getting points. That shows you the mental strength that United had. So similarly, going to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, they will need the same resilience, they will need the same mental strength to be able to overcome the away crowd, because we know the Tottenham fans are loud. They will want to get back to winning ways in the Premier League. But if United are mentally fragile, then that game will be lost. Because we saw what happens to United in the second half. It happened at Nottingham Forest, versus Nottingham Forest, happened versus Brighton. So United, might score the first goal, but if the second half they are not up for it again, then it means that game will be very, 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 very difficult. Very, very, very difficult. Yeah, so some of the team news, I want to get this screen ready for the team news, is... Where is this now? Yeah, so some of the team news is Ruben Amorim has explained why he feels the injury situation has been so much better this season. Of course, United have been playing much fewer games compared to last season. Because United are playing basically one game every 6 to 7 days. So Lisandro Martinez is continuing to push closer to the first team return after being sidelined in early Feb. As I predicted, the earliest we could see Martinez is December. Harry Maguire was back on the bench versus Nottingham Forest, and he trained this week, ensuring Martinez was the only first teamer unavailable last time out. So it means Maguire is back, Mazraoui is back, of course Mount is also back. As we see there, it has certainly been an encouraging situation regarding the team's availability in the 25-26 season. So far we are good in terms of the injury record so far this season. United has been very, 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 very good. Now, some words from Ruben Amorim here is there is no change to what we are doing about injuries. It's one game every week and then a little bit of luck, but sometimes you have problems with players with knocks. It's not something that is soft tissues. So you never know what's going to happen in the next training. If you play with intensity in training, sometimes injuries can happen. But I think the big reason, of course, we try to do something well. The big reason we have only one game. The big reason is we only have one game a week, as I mentioned. The fact that United are only playing one game a week gives the players a bit of rest. There are less knocks, less injuries, less fatigue. But now the consequence of that is some players who are not getting match time. Like Kobe is not getting proper match time. Zax is not getting proper match time. But their chance will come. In last night's show, we did mention that with AFCON coming, those players will get their chances. So as you see Amorim there, he says you can give one extra day to the players that you know could struggle in the next training. And I think that's one of the big reasons, or the biggest reasons. So assuming the team that plays on Saturday, an early kickoff, and I don't like United playing early kickoffs because for some reason United don't always perform well in early kickoffs. So if there is an early kickoff, or let's say the guys are playing on Saturday, they can be given a rest on Sunday. Or they can come, do light training on Sunday, rest on Monday. So the players can afford to be given one extra day to rest. Compared to teams that are in the Champions League, they play on a weekend. They have 2 days or 3 days to prepare for the next. Some games are away games. They have to travel, so you have to add an extra day to that. So let's say, for example, Tottenham, let's assume they were traveling to Copenhagen. They will have set aside 1 day for travel. So that means they have 2 days to prepare. So if they have 2 days to prepare, then they have to say either they train half a day each day, or they miss 1 day and train 1 day to prepare for the next game. One of the reasons why we had issues last season with the team, with the performances, with the preparation, is the coach was new and United had too many games, too many games to play. So that can also give us a bit of confidence when it comes to the performance. So also looking at the Spurs news. So Spurs beat Copenhagen 4-0, but Brennan Johnson was sent off. That does not really affect the Premier League. because he's suspended for Europe. Destiny Udogi, Romero, and Wilson Odebert were all okay to start against the Danes, that's Copenhagen, but Lucas Bergvall was missing due to a concussion protocol. So ideally, those 4 will be available. One of the players I'm scared of is Lucas Bergvall. That boy is good. Remember, there is a goal he dribbled from end to end and scored. Yves Bissouma, Ben Davies, Dragushin, Archie Gray, Kulusevski, Madison, Solanke, and Takai are all absent. So also Tottenham are suffering a lot in terms of their key players missing due to injury, but they still have good players. They have Kolomwani, they have Javi Simons, they still have good players that can come in. They also have Kudus. Kudus got a knock, but I'm sure he will play in that game. So those are the team news. Before we go to the predicted 11, let me go through some of the comments. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Mohammed Ishmael on YouTube is saying, if United can show up and start the game on a high, not then we win that game. Same thing we did with Liverpool and Chelsea. Yeah, if United can get a quick start, let's say score a goal or 2 in the first 20-30 minutes, then the second half, definitely it's about holding on. And one thing we can say about Tottenham is Thomas Frank has set up the team to have a double pivot. It gives them a bit of solidity in terms of defense. So Bruno and Casemiro won't have an easy time in midfield. We know that Tottenham are very, very good when it comes to counter-attack, playing the long balls, sitting in deep, waiting for the counter. They have players who can dribble all the way to the goal and score. So United, I'm not seeing Amorim playing the long ball kind of tactic, because Tottenham might decide to do the same as Nottingham, just to sit and wait for opportunities. They are also very good in terms of set pieces, but they also do concede set pieces. So I agree with Mohamed there. If United can be able to score the first goal and add another one, then it will be a very, very good game. Chelsea had an easy time with Tottenham because Tottenham had, I think, 0 GA. Or is it expected goals? 0 XG in that game. So Teddy Bryan, you are saying, I think the matches that we lost against Tottenham in our recent years is down to our individual mistakes. True. Very, very true. Very, very true. Especially with Onana in goal and most of our players being out of form. And of course, a new coach coming in. And Amorim did mention that, I don't think it's here, I think it was in the embargoed section. He said that, I think I've also posted it in the ticker below, that right now, in fact, that's the one that's ending. That he feels that United are a much better team than the one that played in the Europa League final. Let's see. Another comment, Onana was our undoing against Tottenham last season, true. And also in the Europa League, he should have saved that goal. Should have saved that shot. It was a very, very weak deflection. He should have saved it. I don't think Lamens could have considered something like that. And then Paul is saying, so far we have played 10 games where we have gotten 17 points and played the likes of Arsenal, Chelsea. Arsenal lost, Chelsea win, Man City L, Liverpool win. We have to maintain that upward trajectory. True. Very, very true. You look at the upcoming fixtures, United basically, once they are done with Tottenham, then the other teams that we can really worry about are Aston Villa and Newcastle. But so far, so good. And United are 5 points better off than they were last season. Okay, so we still lack concentration in defense and midfield compactness, so there may be they need to be serious. I agree with you. Mbumo, please activate the first 30 seconds early goal tactic that he employed at Brentford. It will do us a lot of good. Actually, he has also tried it at United. Remember the Chelsea one? The goalkeeper got Yeah, who is Eric Ten Hag? Sorry. The plugin I use assumed that Eric Ten Hag is our coach. So if you're seeing that description, just assume it. It's Amorim. So sorry for that. I didn't check. Yeah, so Mbumo has done it twice so far, Liverpool and Chelsea. Now, moving on to the next point is the predicted lineup. Before I even display the predicted lineup, I want to ask you guys, please post your predicted lineups in the description. Oh, sorry, not the description. You see, now the Eric Ten Hag thing has disoriented me. The Eric Ten Hag thing has really disoriented me. So, Alex, I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I did a mistake there. I don't know whether I can be able to edit it. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to edit it, but let's see. Let's see whether I can be able to edit it. As I'm waiting for you guys to post your predicted lineups, who do you think will play? Before I display mine, who do you think will play? Who do you want to play in that game? Let me just fix this, because I'm sure guys are still not happy with it. How do I now edit this? Is it edit post? I'm really not a fan of Facebook. I think I'll stop streaming on Facebook. I'm not a fan of Facebook, because even if you stream on Facebook, they delete it after, is it 30 days? Is it 30 days? Yeah. Edit post details. Yeah, so guys, I'm still waiting for your predictions. I can't even edit on Facebook. Honestly, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. So in case you're tuning in from Facebook and you see it saying Eric Ten Hag, forgive me. It's my fault. It's my fault because I didn't check the description before I posted. I usually use a certain plugin to help me with the video algorithms. But yeah, forgive me for that. Squad predictions. Did I say match predictions? I said squad. What did I say? Sorry, I meant squad prediction. But I'm seeing match prediction 2-2. Okay, let's start with. We have a new UKG squad member. Diana McKenna has just joined the UKG squad on TikTok. Karibu sana. So let's go to the predicted 11. Let me just say predicted 11, not the predicted score. So my predicted 11 is as follows. I went with Laments, Delict, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Dalot, Mbumo, Cunha, and Sheshko. That is my predicted 11. I just want us to discuss. You tell me in the chat section. Do you think this is the squad Amorim will go for? I was a bit unsure whether to have Mount instead of Sheshko and have Cunha play as a false 9. But I said, let me just stick with this. The only change I'm more sure of is in the defense. I'm seeing Maguire coming into this. Then the Ligt goes to right centre-back. Luke Shaw goes to left centre-back. So that's the predicted formation or predicted lineup on Saturday. So let me know. I'm waiting for your comments, guys. I'm waiting for your comments. As I read some comments here, again, Tottenham have had a poor home record this season. True. That's true. That's very, very true. That's very, very, very true, Teddy. Teddy Bryan has said that he wants Lamens, Delict, Yoro, Shaw, Dogu, Ahmad, Bruno, Casemiro, Mount, Mbumo, Cunha. So you've made 2 changes there. Mount comes on for Sheshko. Then we have... So you're maintaining the same back three as last weekend. And then Dogu comes on for Dalo. Yeah, that's also a good lineup. That's also a very, very good lineup. Let's see. So yeah, this is my lineup. This is the one I am predicting. Of late, I've had some good records when it comes to lineups. When it comes to lineups, I've had good records. Not so much in the score prediction. Not so much when it comes to the score prediction. He might decide to go with Maguire simply because of set pieces. Dogu probably, because Dalo didn't have a good game last time. Dogu probably might come on. Mount might also come on because of the pressing and the fact that Tottenham now have Thomas Frank is employing or deploying a double pivot. Last season, Ange Postecoglou was setting up the team to be more of an attacking team. Thomas Frank, this season so far, he has set them up to be more of a defensive team. So trying to solidify the midfield, the defense. But now, even though they do that, they are still conceding goals. They had started on the high, which reminds me of that discussion where guys were saying that Amorim needs to be sacked because Thomas Frank has just gone to Tottenham and now he's winning matches. So it doesn't make sense. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. Now moving on to the next point of discussion is score predictions. We already had one. Falipupa. Is it the real one? Or is it a parody account? Falipupa says 2-2. My prediction. I think this game will be tough. I'll go for a United 1-0 win. Because this game won't be easy. Oh, KC 1-1 has given us 1 heart, has gifted us 1 heart on TikTok. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Teddy Bryan, you're saying Manchester United to win 2-0. That's good. Is it 2-0 in the first half, 2-0 in the second half, or is it 1-1 each half, Teddy? Or you just want 2-0 and that's enough? Or it's 2-0, that's enough? For me, I'm just going with a 1-0 score prediction because I know that game will be very, 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 very difficult. That game will be really, really, really difficult. Because if I can be able to show you the stats here, I had seen somewhere about the stats. Was it who scored? Yeah, Tottenham. Of course, United right now are creating chances. They are scoring the chances. Tottenham are conceding a lot of chances. But they average 9.7 shots per game. So let me just display this as we are having the score predictions coming in. So you look at the Premier League so far. They've had 17 goals. They've scored 9.7. They've scored 17 goals. And they have 9.7 shots per game. So basically, every half shot, if you do 17 divided by 9.7, basically means by every game they are getting like a goal. Every 0.5 shot or every 1 shot they are getting a goal. Is it 1 or 2? No. Why is my math not mathing? It means every 2 shots they are getting 1 goal. So United need to make sure they don't get a lot of shots. They don't give them a lot of shots. Sorry guys, I don't know why my math was not mathing there. But they have had 21 yellow cards so far. 21 in 10 games. So that means every game they are getting 2 cards. They've had 53.6% possession in those 10 games. Their pass rate is quite high, as you can see, 83.8. Their aerial duels won is 13.6. The average rating is 6.7. Let's see at home. So at home, they've scored 5 goals. So half of the goals they've scored are no, not half. A quarter of the goals, or a third of the goals that they've scored so far in the Premier League, they've scored at home. So they are not scoring really at home. Then they've had 8.8 shots per game. Similar. It's like 2 shots per game based on goal return. And then they've had 11 cards at home. That's a very indisciplined team. That's a very, very indisciplined team. And then the possession at home is 56.0. Not quite dominant at home. They are not quite dominant at home. At home, at least you should have at least 70% or 60% average. 56%. It means that teams go there and dominate them. Let's see away. Again, my math is not mathing. They've scored a total of 10. So half of the goals are at home, half of the goals are away. And similar stats. So anyway, let's see. Can I find United stats here now? So in the Premier League, 17 shots. United have have less shots, because Tottenham had 19. United they have more. United have more, because Tottenham had 9.7. United have 15.3. So that tells you that if United do start getting shots in that game, then there is possibility that there will be a goal or two. The possession less, very, very less, lesser than Tottenham, 50.9. The passing rate is less, aerial duels is less, and then 6.65. So more or less similar rating. So away, United have scored 6 goals and 13.2 shots per game. So that means United do shoot a lot. So some of them are off target, some of them are on target. But getting 6 cards away, that's very, very tricky. Then possession is quite less. So this game, the way I'm looking at these stats, it's like it might be a very, very good game, a cracker, to be honest. Paul is saying, I predict a cracker. I predict a cracker of a match where Manchester United pull a comeback win. Spurs 2, Manchester United 3. I like that. And the good thing is, Paul, I hope we don't break our watch-along record, because every watch-along I've been on, we've won. Every watch-along I've been on, we've won. We've actually won that game. And Hassani77 has actually joined the UKG squad on TikTok. And I'm seeing the number on YouTube has increased to 131. That's very, very good. That's absolutely awesome. And on Kick, one more has followed. I'm still working out to see how we can be able also to get the notifications of guys who've joined on YouTube as well as followed on Kick. Yeah, so I think that's it for the score prediction. So Paul has said 2-3. Basically United to win 3-2. Fali Pupa said 2-2. Teddy Bryan said 2-0. I predicted 1-0. So far it seems that United are going to win based on the predictions. But honestly, Paul, I would like to see that. I would like to see a comeback. Gives us those good vibes again. Those good vibes again. It's been long since we've had that comeback feeling, other than the Lyon game. That game was really, 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 really crazy. Now, to go through some of the news that has been making rounds today, since now we are done with our match preview, is West Ham are really pushing for Kobe's loan move. They want Kobe to move there on loan. Kobe also wants to move on loan and then go back to United. But now it's up to Manchester United. I think Kobe has gotten to a place where probably he has been promised that in the near future he will be a big part of the plans. So he does not want to move permanently. Some other good news that happened today, and I must share this. Or was it yesterday? It happened yesterday. I'll only mention it once I have this on screen. Is our king. Now he's our latest king. Brian Mbeumo won the Premier League Player of the Month. Brian Mbeumo, he has won it. That just shows you the good transfer strategy that United have had last summer. That's a very, very good strategy. They went for Premier League experience, someone who understands the league, someone who has been scoring a lot of goals in the league. And Mbeumo so far is doing well. He's getting closer to the numbers that he got at Brentford, and he might even get more. Currently, he's the club's top scorer. And I remember when United were signing Mbeumo, guys were making a lot of noise, like, why are you signing Mbeumo for that amount? Look at United now, they are signing players from smaller teams and all that noise. But right now, it's clearly a good move. Cunha has also started scoring, has started giving assists or having good performances. So very soon, Šeško will also join that goal streak. Guys criticized United a lot, saying that Mbeumo was expensive. But actually, Manchester United dropped Brentford. Manchester United dropped Brentford. Considering Isak and Florian Wirtz went for over 100 million, then Brentford, they got a raw deal. United dropped them. So it's good to see him winning the Premier League Player of the Month. Also, Sané Lamens and Mbeumo himself have also been nominated for the PFA Player of the Month. And Ruben Amorim was also nominated. And the results out? I don't think the results are out. And one thing I've noticed about United players or United coaches getting nominated, it's that they always win. They always win because the fan base is massive. So if a United player or coach is nominated, they will win. They will win that nomination because the votes will be crazy. I remember when I posted that video or that photo about the nominations, there's someone who posted a comment and said that they logged into all of their 10 accounts and voted for Ruben Amorim and Mbeumo. So you can imagine if a United coach is there and he's there with Arteta, he's there with Areola, then definitely there is no way Arsenal fans will outvote Manchester United fans, because Manchester United fans are a lot. It's said that United have over 650 million fans globally. So assuming half of that or even all of them vote, those are 650 million votes. They will even break the system. So it's good to see Mbeumo get that. I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he's getting the recognition he deserves. And I'm happy we got him. I'm happy he didn't go to Arsenal. I'm happy he didn't go to Tottenham, and we got him. And I'm sure Mbeumo will unlock those fast goals, as we've mentioned in the comment. Mbeumo will have a very, very good game. Because one thing I know about Tottenham are quite open. And they are very, very indisciplined. As you've seen, they've gotten 21 cards so far this season. One thing I'm scared of, though, is VAR. VAR are getting worse every game. They're getting worse every game, and it's also going into Europe. Yesterday I was watching the Barcelona game, and there are some decisions there that I was like, VAR should do better. VAR should do better. And the fact that it was an English coach who was refereeing that game, it tells you a lot. And Haruna Prince, it's good to see you are saying Tottenham play a physical game. Yes, they do. They depend on physicality. They depend on athleticism. And that's how they also beat United in the last few games. So United also need to be very prepared. Very, very prepared to have a physical fight in that game. And one thing I know Tottenham will try to do is outrun United, especially in midfield. I know I did select Maguire there, and Maguire is not good in tracking back, but at least Maguire is very, very strong when it comes to defending headers, defending strong players. He's really good at that. And Casemiro, I don't know how we are going to sort out the Casemiro issue, because whenever Casemiro plays, there is calmness, there is solidity in that midfield. But whenever he leaves the pitch, you saw what happened in the Brighton game. Things don't go well. Things don't really, really go well. Even when he came off in the Nottingham game, things started going wrong for us, and Nottingham were getting a lot of chances. So if Casemiro can play, let's say even 75 minutes, why not? Casemiro, can he really fit to be played in this game? I would still play Casemiro because I don't trust Ugarte. I don't trust Ugarte at all. We might be surprised Ugarte starting, to be honest, because Ugarte is quite athletic, he's quite physical. But Casemiro gives us something. He has that experience. He knows how to position himself. He tackles the ball and plays good passes. He can also spray good passes up front. He can get other players involved. Ugarte is a bit clumsy, and the fact that he hasn't played a couple of games, I don't really trust him. I would rather start with Casemiro and then bring on Ugarte later. But who knows, probably now that the World Cup is getting closer and closer, he might actually perform well. Right now, the World Cup is like the catalyst for players having a good game. I'm sure you've been watching games and you've been seeing a lot of players getting angry that they've been benched. One of them is Vinicius, to a point that he wants to leave the club. So right now, players would want to maximize on that chance. So yeah, that's it for today. Unless there are any other questions, any other comments you would like us to go through. Was it the Monk Doll who asked me about Junior Krupi? Yes, I've done my research. The script is ready. I will make a video of him. But one thing I would say generally is Junior Krupi would fit well in the United team. He would fit well. The only downside to us going for Junior Krupi is the age factor, because we have Chido, we have Sheshko, and all of them are young forwards. But he's good. His numbers are good. His experience is also good. He came from a very, very good club from France. He's good in pressing. He's good in attack. He's good in terms of also positioning. He's really, 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 really good. And he's very, very young. So if United can have a look at him over the next couple of years, he could come and fit in. Because I saw him. He can come in and play as a 10. He can come in, play as a forward, and to some extent as a wing back, because he has attributes similar to what Ahmad has. Yeah, Papa, thanks for joining. You're saying Ugarte won't start because during the City game we lost because he started through. Ugarte, he gets lost in midfield. I don't know what happened to Ugarte, and he was really good. When he was at Sporting, when he was at PSG, the first few games, he was really good, and then he dropped off. I don't know what happened to Ugarte. I don't know whether it's a confidence issue. Something happened to him. I still have some hope for him that things will go well, because it's a win-win for us. If Ugarte performs well at United, we can be able to recoup some of that money we paid, because United paid a lot of money for Ugarte. I think it was 63 million. That was a lot of money. So if he can perform well for United get to win games, and in case we decide to sell him, we'll recoup a lot of that money. Yeah, so let's sell Ugarte and bring Paqueta. Yeah, Paqueta might come in January, to be honest. He might come in January, but it depends also on the sales. I don't know why I have a feeling West Ham might decide to do like a swap deal. Like, give us Kobe, we give you Paqueta. I don't know why I have that feeling. But as I was saying, Ugarte performing well is a win-win for United, because United get to perform well in games, as well as we get to sell him at a good amount. If he doesn't perform well, we'll start now having issues like we did with Garnacho in terms of getting more money for him. But Garnacho created that issue because he only wanted to go to Chelsea. You look at Sancho, he will have to go on a free because we can't really sell him. So Ugarte would be the same. And one thing I like about the interview that Jason Wilcox did on the United Weekly podcast, he said that right now the strategy has changed. They are talking a lot. Before they even sign a player, they are looking at the background. They are doing background checks. They are looking at the profile. For example, if United had done background checks on Sancho, they wouldn't have gone for him. If United looked at Garnacho, his background, probably he would have just been going on loan. Value goes up, then sell him. So the players United are going to buy, at least they are going to do some background checks. They're having discussions with Amorim, with the scouting department, sporting department, all of them they keep discussing. And right now I'm sure they have targets for January and for next summer. There are also reports that Elliot Anderson might happen in January with a 60 million fee being quoted. United are willing to pay 60. There are reports stating that Anderson is wanting to join United because he's seeing it's a bigger club. And of course, right now, I don't think any wise player would reject a chance to join United in some of those positions. United right now are imbalanced or unbalanced. We have good depth. We are stacked in areas we don't really need to be stacked. And we are deficient. We don't have a lot of players in areas we actually need players. You look at midfield, we don't have a lot of options. You look at left wing back, we don't have a lot of options. But you look at defense, we have a lot of options. You look at number 10, we have a lot of options. Striker is another one. We really don't have a lot of options. For example, if right now Seshko was to get a long-term injury, it will mean we sacrifice one of the 10s or we have one of the academy players coming. Yeah. Haruna, you're saying Paqueta is good. Let's go for him. Yeah, he is. He is good. Kungumanga. Or is it Kukumanga? Yeah, Kukumanga. Pronounce vibaya. Sorry. Kukumanga, you're saying Sancho is a disaster. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you on the platform, on the chat. It's good to see. It's good to see new people, new United fans as well. Or even not. It's not a must you're a United fan. Can always join the platform. You're saying Sancho is a disaster. He was, he is, and he will be. I don't see Sancho recovering, to be honest. Tony, you are saying, were they not doing background checks? Shouldn't that be a no-brainer? Yeah, they were not doing it. United were not doing background checks, to be honest. If you look at the way they were signing players based on commercial value. If we sign, let's say, Sancho, how much money will we get back in terms of shirt sales, in terms of endorsements, all that? That's what they used to do. They used to get a player so that they can make more money. United was more of a commercial club than a football club. Mourinho said it. LVG said it. In fact, when Ten Hag wanted to join United, he was told, don't go there because it's a commercial club. So they weren't doing background checks. No. You look at Di Maria. He always wanted to go to PSG, but they had to give him more money to come. So you look at most of the players that have come and left, and some of them are still at the club. They don't really do background checks. Kukumanga, you are saying what Manchester United need is a CDM. That's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious. A CDM and a CM. We need two number 8s, two number 6s. Because right now Kobe, as much as, and we mentioned it yesterday, as much as we keep complaining that Kobe is not starting games, who will he play with? He can't play with Casemiro. He can't play with Ugarte. He can't play with Bruno. If we had someone like an Anderson, like a Wharton, like a Baleba, like a Steeler, then Kobe would be one of the best people to play in that 2 pivot. But since we don't have such kind of a profile, because Kobe can play with Casemiro, but the problem is most of the time it's too open. It's too open. The times he has played with Ugarte, we've had very few wins. Very, very few wins. In the summer, yes, they did play together. And it was like a sign that Ugarte and Kobe will be playing together in that midfield. But still, I don't think Amorim has seen anything good enough to start Kobe with either of those options. So, so Kukumanga, we need CDM, we need a CM. Haruna, you are saying, how about Rashford? He started to perform but still has those bad habits of being late. Barcelona fans are already complaining about him. I saw a tweet of a United fan, I don't know whether I can find it, replying to Barcelona fans, telling them when they were speaking ill to United fans, when they were abusing United fans, saying that we were the problem, they just didn't know that that's how Rashford is. He will be good in one game, the next game he's not there. And Barca fans are not like United fans. The Spanish fans are really brutal. Let me tell you, some of these Premier League players think that they have pressure from the fans. They don't. They need to go to countries like Portugal. The Sporting Lisbon team was beaten up by the Sporting Ultras. They broke into the training ground and beat them. Was it Marseille or Lyon? The fans asked for the microphone. And told them off. You look at Barca, if you don't perform, you are gone. You are gone because those clubs are owned by the fans. You look at Real Madrid. If they don't like you, they don't like you. You have to go. How many times have we experienced Rashford being available or being very good in one game and then he's no longer there? It's similar to what I was saying with Bruno. Bruno can have poor 70 minutes and then he does something in the 20 minutes. We forget how poor he was in that game. Similar to Rashford. So right now, Barca fans are starting to see what United fans have been saying. And yesterday we said in the midweek debate, if we want to get the next level, I said it, if you want to get the next level, such kind of players need to be sold. Look at Arsenal right now, look at PSG, look at Liverpool as well. They had to get rid of some of those players. And remember, Jordan Henderson was one of the most loved players in that club. They had to let him go. Mane was a very, very good player for Liverpool. They had to let him go so that they can reach the next level. Arsenal is a very good example. How many players did they let go? So, Rashford, he's like that. He will perform 1, 2, 3 games and then there is a spell that he's off. Papa, you're saying, I heard that this summer investment will be on midfield and defense. Actually, I saw another one that said yes, midfield, left wing back, and attacking. Because right now the defense is good. If we get a defender, it's just one defender because of Maguire. Remember, Maguire is leaving. And that's why they're interested in that Everton player. They're interested in also Mark Guehi. Yeah, you've seen on the ticker that the United wanted to hijack. And today I'm on cue. Like that, there it is. United wanted to hijack Mark Guehi. But Mark Guehi wants Champions League football, so most likely will go to Liverpool. So if United sign a defender, it will most probably be one just to replace Maguire, and then they'll concentrate on the midfield and probably one more left back and a striker. They're also looking for a striker that will provide guidance, experience, mentorship to the young forwards we have. And of course, if United qualify for any of the European competitions, we need a very, very big squad. So January and the summer, things will be very interesting. It will be the next phase of the rebuild. You also ask a specific centre-back because likelihood of Maguire and Shaw leaving is very high. True. But if both leave, I'm sure it will only get one. We'll only get one because right now we are good in terms of defense. Because remember, Martinez is coming back. We have Heaven, who's also there. And remember, Eden Heaven was signed to be more or less like a replacement or a substitute for Martinez. We also have Tyler Fredrickson is there. He's also good. So if United are to sign a defender, it will just be one defender. Eddie, greetings to you. How are you doing? Trevor loves B. Trevor loves B. You're saying, can someone tell Sheshko to shoot out of the box? This guy has got the potential, as we can see in his career. Yeah, he can. He can, and he has tried. He has tried to shoot from outside the box. I remember in the Nottingham game, he tried. It went wide. But it also depends with how the coach instructs the striker. It depends on how the coach has set up the striker. But he can definitely shoot. And I like what Amorim said in a press conference, that sometimes you have to depend on some players to win you points. Like he said, Ahmad, it was just his individual brilliance that made United draw. So sometimes you need a player to have that individual brilliance to say, hey, things are not working out, let me try something. So like Ahmad took that risk on the volley, and it was a very, very good goal. Yeah, you look at even the Maguire equalizer winner at Liverpool, that's just individual brilliance. Someone just saying we have to win this, that's not tactics. So I agree with you, Trevor, that Sheshko sometimes just take the shot. Crazy things do happen. Papa, you go and say Real Madrid fans would allow their club to sign Angelo Stiller due to the shape. No, that's bad. Papa, no. I wish I didn't even display that. No, that's not appropriate. We don't make fun of someone's appearance, someone's disability. Papa, umeniangusha hapo. I wish I had read it all first before displaying. You are saying you're right. We are deficient in left wing back. We have turned our Dalot into a left wing back. Or is it we have turned our Dalot to be a left wing back? So I have to ask, what happened to Rashford's best friend, Tyrell Malacia? Remember, Malacia was part of the bomb squad, so he didn't have any preseason at all. He was training on his own. He's back training with the first team. And we know Amorim won't rush him because last season he didn't play at all. So he has a long way to go in terms of catching up with the other teams, the other squad players, catching up with the tactics, catching up with the formation, with the requirements. But I believe he will play. I believe we'll see Tyrell play at some point. We'll see him play at some point. It's just that he was part of the bomb squad. And last season, he didn't play at all. He had a very, very bad injury, a long-term injury that has kept him for the entire season out. And he's just come back. So he needs time. He needs time to be able to get his groove back. Moses, it's good to see you. You are saying left back, they could have left Hamas. I like the fact that you say cooled. Like the fact say cooled. Hamas is good. Harry Hamas is good. But in terms of the physicality required in the Premier League, he's not ready yet. He's not ready yet. One thing I like about the strategy United have at the moment, we mentioned it also yesterday in the midweek debate, is that players are being sent out on loan, gain experience, gain the physique they need, and then they come back and play. For example, back then, someone like Kobe would have gone out on loan, developed, come back. So Harry Amas is good. Also, Diego Leon is actually performing better and better every other day. I watched the under-21 games where he scored, and he had a very good performance. He had a very, very good performance. Sorry, it's my dog that's bothering me. And finally, OJ, you are saying as long as we will be able to play in Europa, I'm okay. Yeah, anything in Europe is fine. Sorry, guys, I have to sort this out. Go away. Sorry, my dog is just becoming a nuisance. Yeah, so yeah, Europa is possible. Champions League is also possible. Anything can happen. You look at the table. Let me just bring back the Premier League table so that we have a look before we end the show. Just quickly. Let's see. Yeah, if I display the table, you can see there that 10 games. You remember last time I told you it's still very early to say who will win the league, who will qualify to the Champions League, because look at this table. United are 8th, number 8, and they are 2 points off second. The second in that table, let's see, I think I zoomed in too far. Yeah, the second person in that table, the second team, that is not person. The second team in that table, on that table, is City with 19 points. United have 17. Crystal Palace 16. That's 3 points from second position. If we look at top 4 or top 5, because basically they go 5 teams, United are 1 point away. Chelsea are 1 point away. Tottenham are 1 point away. Palace are 2 points from top 5. I want you to go all the way down to 11th position. Aston Villa are just 3 points away from Champions League position and 4 points away from second position. So assuming guys drop points here and Aston Villa win, they can shoot all the way up to even 5th or 4th. If United win and the others guys drop points, they can shoot all the way up, let's say to 4th or 3rd. It's still very, very early. You look at the difference between Everton, 14th place, and the 7th team, Chelsea. Those are only 5 points. Only 5 points. So 2 games can change everything. So it's still very, very early. So I agree with you. As long as United are able to play in Europe, whether it's the Conference League, whether it's the Europa League or Champions League, that's progress. From finishing 15th to going to Europe, that's huge. That's a very huge progress. So, couple of last comments quickly, then we end. Trevor, you are saying Amorim keeps on telling us about the future. I don't think that future is for United. Why do you say that? Don't be too pessimistic. Don't be too pessimistic. Things are working out well. Moses, you're saying, but not in Conference Cup. Honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind whether it's Conference Cup, it's Europa, it's Champions League. That's progress. That's progress. That's huge progress. And one thing I'm sure of is if United go to the Europa League or the Conference League, they will get to the semi-final or even the final. But for me, as long as we are not finishing 15th again, I'm not looking at the European Cups per se. I'm looking at the league position. If we finish 6th and it means it's the Conference Cup, it's progress from 15th to number 6. That's progress. That's progress. Let the European competitions be like a byproduct of the league position. So if United and Amorim can aim higher and higher and higher up the table, these other added benefits will come with them. But if, let's say, United are concentrating on getting to the Champions League, then they'll have a lot of pressure. And I like what he said, taking each game at a time. Anthony Sadiki, good to see you. You say, I swear if Dalot starts that game, Kudus will skin him, play Dogu or even try Mazraoui. He's versatile. I agree with you. The Monk Dolly are saying, seems like this season is very competitive. It is very competitive. Very, very competitive. And you remember last time, and you guys were on my back when I said give Amorim at least 10 games. I'm being distracted because my dog is just playing here and making noise. So, you remember when I said that give Amorim at least 10 games? This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying, because the league is still quite open. The league is still quite open. Very, very open. We will know who will win the league in January, February. They are December, January, February. Lastly, Trevor, you're saying if we don't win now, we never will. Bruno's already getting Arabic offers. I don't want to repeat again what I've just told you, but I will say things will change. Things are looking up. And as I mentioned, if United beat Tottenham, it will go a very long way in building the confidence in the team. If United drop points versus Tottenham, then now that statement will hold true, that things will be difficult. It will be difficult to win. So right now, if United, with this squad we have, even if we don't have Bruno and go to the Conference League, United will still get to the semis and to the finals, because it's a very, very good squad. It's a good squad, and Europe is not like the league. There are more spaces, and furthermore, you look at the teams you're playing, they are not really very competitive teams. I mean, if United got to the finals of the Europa League last season and the league was pathetic, then for Bruno, don't be worried. Trevor, don't be worried. Don't be worried. Please, don't be worried about Bruno. Yesterday we said we lost very good players back then, and we still won. We lost Ronaldo, we lost Beckham, we lost Tevez. He went to a rival, and we still won titles. We lost Roy King, Yap Stam, Mark Hughes. All of those players left. We lost Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes. And United, even though they are not winning the league, they are still winning these odd trophies here and there. So don't be worried about Bruno. Honestly, I want us guys to be in that position where we are not dependent on one player. I said yesterday, and I keep mentioning it. United have been operating like a mid-table club. A mid-table club has one or two players that are key players. If they don't perform, the whole team doesn't perform. We need to build a team, not build around individuals. If we look at even United back then, you say you are going to handle Ronaldo, Rooney is there. You say you are going to handle Rooney, Nani is there. You are saying you are going to handle Nani, Scholes is there. Yeah, Van Nistelrooy is there. So we need to have a good squad. We are so dependent on Bruno, such that if Bruno does not have a good game, we don't win. Look at the way he performed at Brentford. We lost. So we need to stop worrying so much about Bruno. Honestly, I love him to bits. Honestly, I love Bruno to bits. But I wouldn't feel sad if we lost him, because the players we get, they will be a collective. They will be squad players. They will be team players. It won't be about one individual. It won't be. And one of the things that you find out about Cunha, if you watch the first few games, that is what was making him struggle, because at Wolves he was used to be the main man, the key guy. He used to be the one who's carrying the ball forward, carrying the team. Now he's come at United. We have Mbumo, we have Bruno, we have Ahmad. So don't be too worried. Quite open, but if Arsenal continues this till January, it will be easy. True, that is very true. It's Mwema, and I said that Arsenal deserve. I don't like Arsenal. I actually hate them. But putting rivalry aside, Arsenal deserve to win this league. If they keep this up, they deserve. If not the league, they need to win at least one major trophy like Champions League or the FA Cup. They simply have to win. I'm rooting for Arsenal to win at least one trophy this season. They deserve it. We have a new UKG squad member. We have Glennox who has joined via TikTok. Thanks a lot. And remember, guys, we want to also grow the YouTube and Kick platform. If you can be able to jump over YouTube, hit the subscribe button, also like the platform. That will be great. Trevor, you're saying you got a point. That is true, but don't you think he's only picking Portuguese players? No, the media has confused you. The media has confused you. Who else will play? If he drops the Portuguese players, who else will play? Let's look at that fact. Dogu played, we said he's bad, played Dalot, now Dalot is playing, he's playing bad, so now the narrative has been Portuguese players. Bruno right now is our best player. He has been our best player. So he drops him, who plays? And there are only how many Portuguese players in the squad? There are only 2 Portuguese players. So if he drops them, who plays? Trevor. So the media has poisoned you, my friend. Trevor, you've been poisoned by the media. Don't. Look at Dalot. Why is he playing like that? Amorim should take actions. Again, who will play there? We are the same fans who said Dogu is not performing. Play someone else. Dogu is not performing well. No, Dalot is the one who's available. So who else? Mazraoui was injured. Dogu was not performing well. We complained about Dogu. He's poor in crossing. He's blah, blah, blah. So the next person who can play there is Dalot. Now that Dalot is not performing, when Dogu comes back, we will start saying, oh, Dogu is not performing. Dogu is not doing well. Who else will play there? And remember, Mazraoui and Ahmad are going to AFCON. So we have to stick with Dalot. That's the only options we have. We have Dalot and Dogu. So when Mazraoui and Ahmad go, who else will play in that position? Because Luke Shaw can't play left wing back. Yoro can't play right wing back. Who? So don't be confused by the media. Look at the facts as well. Who else will play? It's not like we have a Patrice Evra or a Roberto Carlos on the bench who are waiting. No, we don't. We don't have those. Sadiki, even you are related to Amorim. All of us are related. If we trace back the genealogy, all of us came from the same ancestry. All of us came from the same ancestry. All of us studied history in primary school and in high school. Kenyans, we migrated from the north, from Central Africa, from Southern Africa. We migrated from everywhere. All of us came here. So if you trace the genealogy up to that point, most of us are cousins. So it depends how far you're willing to go. So when someone starts saying great-great-great-grandfather, I don't know, in the 1906 there. No. Don't concentrate on nonsense. No. All of us are distant cousins. I think Amorim needs a few seasons, not games. The guy has ideas, scouting better than other coaches. True, the structure is working. Paul, you say your dog is restless because he has seen Maguire instead of Yoro in your prediction. I have no defense. Paul, I have no defense. Yeah. So it's just a toy. I think the toy was stuck under the desk, so I gave it to him, and he's rested. So, but that's a good one, Paul. That's a good one. Question. What do you think about Anderson rumor? It's still a rumor. still a rumor. It's still speculation for now. Still speculation because United have many options. They have a long list of guys they are willing to go to. I saw Team Talk on X. I also read their news, and they were saying that Amorim is obsessed with the player. I'm like, no. No. Amorim cannot be obsessed with one player because it's not Amorim who's signing the players, it's the club. Amorim just gives the attributes, then the scouting. They have a meeting with the scouting team. They say these are the options. So Anderson is just among the players who are of interest to United. Similar to Baleba, similar to Wharton, similar to Stiller, similar to Agume, similar to Hulman, all these players. So right now there is no real talks. Last time I mentioned, sorry guys, I'm extending again. I mentioned that whenever clubs want to sign a player, the first thing they do is have a list. They scout, have a list, and then they start making inquiries. So when you see, for example, someone come out and say 60 million, it might be probably an insider who saw the scouting sheet and they are saying the current value is 60 million. But it doesn't really say that United are going to bid 60 million. No. Some of it is also fake news. So for now, wait until the major outlets, news outlets, and the big names in journalism come out and actually say, United have placed a bid. Now when you say placed a bid, is when now you start getting excited. So Isaac, for now just treat it as rumor. You remember when the UAE news was there? I think it was 1 month ago, exactly 1 month ago. Everyone got excited. United is being bought by a UAE consortium. Right now, those news are not there. And everyone went to that news. Everyone retweeted. Everyone in fact, even myself, I made a podcast about it. But what happened? Those rumors have died. So even this Anderson one, it will die similar to the Baleba one. The Baleba just had a few games. Those rumors died. Then Adam Wharton a bit, then they died. So even this Anderson one, trust me, until the major outlets or the major journalists, the big journalists come out and say it's happening, then start getting excited. But for now, just treat it as a rumor. Mighty Glenn, you're saying Dalot is much better than Dogu. True, he is. He is at the moment. At the moment, he is. But Dogu is the sort of player who needs a run of games. Dogu reminds me of Anthony Martial. The moment Anthony Martial was getting a run of games, his performances were improving game by game. The moment he got an injury or he got substituted or didn't play, his performances were poor. So Dogu is that sort of player. He needs a run of games, and then he'll start performing. Dalot is the only other option we have. I wish I could show you the left-back options we have. We don't have many. So as much as we complain about Dogu, we complain about Dalot, we can't play 10 men. If we are honest. We can't play 10 men. We can't. Let's see. The Monk Doll. It's good to see you. It's good to see you, the Monk Doll. I've just spoken about Krupi, Junior Krupi. I hope you were live when I spoke about him. But I'll do a proper video about him. But Junior Krupi will be a good option for United. So I did my research. I didn't watch compilations. I just went and dug data about him, his history. Then I looked at his playing style. So I've mentioned about him. He could be a good option. Jemo, you are saying, but Mazraoui can try better than him because he can operate in both wings. Yes, he can. He was not available and he's leaving for AFCON. What do we do? Trevor, you're saying Manchester United is a very good club, especially history-wise. We need players to commit to this team. As Ronaldo said, most of these players don't really know what it takes to play for the club. And just like that, Trevor, you've joined the UKG squad. Karibu sana. Maz is not always fully fit and is struggling. He's struggling because last season he played a lot of games. If you remember correctly, Mazraoui played a lot of games. A lot of games. He played as a left back, he played as a right back, he played as a center back. So Mazraoui was tired. And remember, in Germany, they usually have a December break. The Bundesliga has a December break. The Premier League doesn't. So he got tired. Let's see. Titus Musioki, you've also joined the UKG squad. Karibu sana, feel at home. You have a couple of members who've joined us today. Karibu sana. And you're saying you're doing a very good job, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. God bless you. God bless you. Moses, you're saying Dalot is good, at least he's not injury prone. Yeah, that's one thing that Dalot has over Mazraoui in terms of injury. Dalot is yesterday KC reacts on the midweek debate, said that Dalot always looks busy, which is true. But I can't remember the last time Dalot was injured. In fact, before we end the show, let me just check Dalot's injury record. Injury record before we end the show. In case you have another question, let me know before we end the live. Just let me know. Let me know if you have any other question. I'm happy to answer. And I want to appreciate everyone who has joined. And guys, as you see there, we are at 131 on YouTube. Please, if you are able to, head over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, share the link as well, and also hit the like button. When you hit, when the video gets more likes, the algorithm usually ranks up the video. So Dalot is currently valued at 28 million euros. So that's around 25 million pounds. Let me display this. So here it says that in the season 25-26, he missed 19 days with muscle injury. Are these guys sure? Are these guys sure that Dalot has missed games? Honestly, I don't remember him missing these games. He missed 4 games. Or probably it happened. There's that game that I think Mazraoui played. And I think it happened in the international break. Yeah, because there was an international break. Last season, he only got injured once. And he only missed 5 games. In that, he didn't get injured in the 23-24 season. And then in the 22-23 season, he got a hamstring injury and missed 23 days. So basically, since after COVID, this guy has missed 23 days, 25, that's 48. He has missed 67 days only with injury. Those are only 15 games he has missed for 3 seasons. 3 seasons. And actually, if I do, let's say Portugal played 2 games. So that means he missed 2 games for United. So that's 7 plus 6, 13. So this guy is very reliable in terms of his injury record. Then Trevor, you are saying, can we get a watch along on Saturday? Yes, Trevor, I'm available for the watch along. I'll be here for the watch along, and we will have a new setup for the watch along as well. As you've seen today, I've started to kick off the new graphics. Unfortunately, I didn't pull up. I didn't pull up the chat overlay here. Probably it will come back, but I like this setup. We'll keep improving. We'll keep getting better and better. The Monk Doll, you're saying the Portuguese boys know how to stay fit. Yes, they do. They do. You look at even Ronaldo, he's always fit. You remember Pepe? Yeah, the Portuguese boys know how to stay fit. Look at Bruno, rarely misses with injury. In fact, let me just search Bruno here. Bruno Fernandes. We see his injury record. I can't remember the last time Bruno got injured. Let's see. How do I get injury history? There you go. Yeah, so guys, have a look at this. Look at Bruno's injury record. Look at that. For Manchester United, Bruno has only missed 3 days. One, he was ill. The other two, it was a knee injury last season. Only 3 games for United. Only 3. So they always stay fit. So yeah, guys, thanks for everything. Thanks for being here. Let me appreciate some of the people I might not be able to appreciate. Or we had Mohamed Ismail, Teddy Bryan. We had also Paul. He came on. He was the first chat of the day. Then we had a new UKG squad member on TikTok. That is Diana McKenna. Thanks for joining. Falipupa, I believe it's also the first time I'm seeing you. You predicted 2-2. Who else was here? KC sent us a one heart me. Thanks, brother. And in case you didn't watch our show last night, please make sure you head over to YouTube. You'll watch the midweek debate episode 2. Then we had Hassani77 join the UKG squad. Haruna Prince, as usual, very active. Papa as well. Thanks for always being active. Who else? Kungumanga. Kungumanga. Hey, as a person from Murima, that's a very difficult name to pronounce. Then you have Tony. Thanks for being active and asking a very, very good question. Who else? Eddie, as usual. Greetings to you as well. Trevor was very active, and he also joined the UKG squad. We had OJ, Moses, the Monk Doll. We have Anthony Sadiki. It's Mwema as well was here. And then we had Glenox joining the UKG squad. Isaac as well. Let me see. Who am I missing? The mighty Glenn, much appreciated. Jemo, my massive appreciation to you. Kudos. Or is it kudos? No, not kudos. Big up. Big up to you. Titus Musioki as well joined the UKG squad on TikTok and contributed on the chat. Why did it repeat that notification? But anyway, then you said you're doing a good job. And yeah, watch along. We'll have a watch along on Saturday. So tomorrow we are going to have our usual Chaos Squad Ground. Chaos Squad Ground, we just review what has happened the entire week. So until then, guys, cheers and bye-bye.